First of all, I'd like to thank Bruce Murray for showing up. I know he doesn't have to be here. My name is Joe Wicke. I've been in Speedsville since 1956. My mother's family, which is the Meadows, the Lakes, Blackmans, have been in this area for generations. My father was the first chief and president of Speedsville Volunteer Fire Company Incorporated. I've been involved with the fire company since around the age of 12, holding various offices throughout my time with the company and working with Slaterville, Brookendale, and other fire companies and organizations. I'll apologize right now for going to be kind of redundant to some of you because you heard this last week, but I wanted to make sure the town board heard it. After attempting to decipher more of the proposed laws, new questions came to light. I'd like to simply reiterate some inquiries to assure myself and other residents that the board members who could not attend last week have now heard these perturbing questions. In this instance, this refers to the aspect of our farm land on the corner of 76 Road and Level Green Road being split in half and labeled as part of the hamlet of Speedsville, according to the new zoning law. What I'm mentioning could be applied to many other residents and landowners, and they too should be worried about, keeping in mind that this is only one of the ridiculous new laws that were drafted. My simple question is, will this split result in half that falls on your map as the hamlet zone to become taxed higher? This land has been farmed for as long as Speedsville has existed. We've had no plans on changing that. No boundary line was ever necessary before. Question 2 is a follow-up with that first question. A few years ago, my wife and I were contemplating building a house at the top of this land. We could not afford the costs back then, partly due to some existing Caroline laws already. We had to accept that. And now with these new laws showing on your zoning map, if we were to consider trying to build again, would this splitting of our land increase the costs even higher due to all the new proposed building permits, guidelines, inspections, and taxes? The third question is another follow-up on that first simple question. The town's consultant commented under the proposed no-build zones and the zoning law that states there are specific amounts of parcels in the ag rural district and a specific amount of parcels in the hamlets that have their building rights limited to steep slopes and water resources overlay. As a landowner or any other landowner, how do we know if we own one of these designated lands? Okay, the answer to these can point to generating more confusing red tape along with higher costs and in time and money. In closing, a very important part, why has so much time and money been wasted on an issue that was not a problem? How can a few opportunists push and shove this agenda while using the opportune timing of COVID as an instrument to hide behind, to neglect the more necessary, vital, and real problems in the town of Caroline? The issue that comes to the top of many concerned citizens' lists is the ongoing dilemma of a lack of an ambulance service for the town of Caroline. I ask you if this critically important service has been placed onto the back burner because of this unwelcome, costly study. We believe that this action has resulted in the unfortunate residents of Caroline, especially those that are not in close proximity of Banks Ambulance, example being Speedsville, to be abandoned, discarded, and forgotten by the town board of Caroline. Thank you.